Hi Aquarius, Stella here, and welcome to your October reading. This reading is for Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you find value in the reading, please do like, share, subscribe. I also have a Patreon link down below, and let's see, couple links where you can donate. If you find value and you're able to donate 50 cents, $1, any amount, it is super helpful I know for myself, when I'm watching and I enjoy a creator's content, it brings value to me. I may not be ready to purchase like a service or something, but I can donate 50 cents or $1, and it's a really great way to help creators. If everybody that watches just donated a small amount, it would make a huge difference. And we all have day jobs, right? We all have to make an income, and so to be able to sort of sustain off of a donation, if you feel so inclined, it's a super impactful way that you can help. So I just wanted to put that out there. If you would like a personal reading, healing, I offer my private services. You can check that out on my website down below. That is linked. I'm also running a sort of a beta trial where I will be offering a free healing session to a limited number of people. The sessions are based on nervous system healing. It's based on helping you regulate your nervous system, regulate your emotions, and identify, work with, and release and replace ultimately any sort of limiting beliefs, traumatic memories. There's certain techniques, I've spent years and years trying all different kinds of things to be able to sort of put together a format that works really well to help you identify and work with these limiting beliefs, limiting patterns, basically disruptions in your energetic field. So if you have an area, trauma, memory that you're stuck on, limiting belief, I can help you with that. If you just have symptoms, maybe you lack motivation, or you have, whatever, you have a hang up in some area, we all do. I can help you identify that. So in exchange for a free session, they're typically 30 to 60 minutes long. It is optional, but I would ask that you provide a detailed review of your experience. So like I said, it's a beta run for my healing sessions so that I can sort of tweak them in order to provide the best service to you all that's possible. So if that sounds of interest to you and you would like to participate, I will link my email down below. Please send me an email. Let me know you want to participate. Let me know, just let me know you want to participate, and we'll go from there. All right, so beyond that, let's go ahead and get into the reading. This is for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and it is timeless. It's for October, but whenever you find this reading is when you're meant to. It is specifically made for you, the person watching this right now. If you have found your way here, it is divine timing, and please know that all of my readings are done with the intention to provide you with the messages, guidance, and insight that you most need at this period in time in order to make the choices most aligned with your highest good. All right, so Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. What does Aquarius need to know for the month ahead? We do have a major eclipse coming up in the middle of October, so lots of change going on, lots of eclipsing out the old, making room for the new. As I'm filming this, we're coming up on the Aries full moon, which is all about self and identity. What are you changing about yourself moving forward? What aspects of self are you ready to let go of so that you can step into the new? For you guys, when I was tuning into your energy, I got a really strange image. it's like a needle, like a hypodermic needle. So I'm getting like a vaccine, and I'm seeing like this needle trying to, like somebody going in to get a shot, right? But like the needle won't go in. So I don't know how that can apply to your specific situation. Maybe some of you are literally getting a vaccine, or you had some sort of injury or traumatic experience getting a vaccine. But the overall metaphor that I'm getting is like something is needed for your health, well-being. I'm getting like spoonful of sugar, like a bitter medicine. So something that you have to do for your health, but it's not pleasant. You don't necessarily want to do it, and there's a lot of resistance. So like needing to find a way to make this injection, if you will, or this vaccine, this thing that's needed for your overall benefit, trying to find a way to make it easier to take or easier to handle. Because I do get the feeling, regardless of the resistance, it is like for your highest good. It is something that you need to do for your well-being, but there's a lot of resistance around it. And I'm also getting like bracing, like body bracing. So it's possible that your body is having a hard time accepting this treatment because you have a lot of anxiety and tension around it. So if you can find some way to sort of like relax, it's going to help the process go a lot easier. Okay, so that could be different for everybody. Again, that's something I can help with in a healing session if you're so inclined. All right, I just got a ton of flyers, so we will go over that in a second, but I want to go ahead and get the spread. What does Aquarius need to know for October, please? All right, that's it. Okay, if I need to pull clarity, I will at the end, and we will just go from here. Okay. So up above, we have the 8 of coins in reverse. We have a lot of reversals here. Actually, pretty much everything is in reverse. Okay, let me start with the cards up above. So first card we had fly out was the 3 of coins. 3 of coins is about first fruits. It's about you have a goal, you are working towards that goal, and you're just starting to see results. It is material. It is monetary, so it's almost like, but you still have this whole mountain to climb. So it's almost like, say you are an artist and you're starting to play around with your medium, and you create a piece of art. You have not marketed it, you haven't sold it, you haven't found a home for it yet, but you've created it. It's there, you can see it in front of you, it's manifest, right? That's like the 3 of coins. It's the first fruits, so the first steps. You still have a long way to go, but you have made progress, and there's real, tangible, material, like evidence in front of you of this goal or of this dream that you have for yourself. Paired with that, we have the 4 of cups. 4 of cups represents feeling like you're walking on eggshells, feeling like you kind of need to be careful what you say. In this particular instance, I'm getting like an image of somebody, like, when you're about to cry and your eyes are just like filled with tears, and if you blink, then it just kind of like starts to overflow. Like, it's that feeling where you're sort of like welled up with emotion, and you're trying really hard to hold it back. You're trying really hard to keep it together, but it's about to sort of like overflow. You see the mouse here, the rat, and he's like balancing on the cups. Cups represent emotion. 4 is always about like balance, and so you're having a hard time. You see when he makes a move, if he steps forward or does anything, he's going to tip one of those glasses. So I feel you having a lot of emotion, and you're kind of like on the brink, and it's paired with whatever this these results that you're getting are. So I'm getting, you do have results happening in your life right now. You are seeing the fruits of your labor, if you will. Got death. But you have a lot of emotion about it. And it's not negative emotion, but it is, I am getting like tears. I'm not getting rage or anything. It is cups, so it is a watery sort of energy. 10 of coins, 10 of coins and death in this regard. So maybe some of you are moving on from a previous relationship. Maybe some of you are closing an old chapter and starting a new chapter. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. 6 of Cups. So I'm getting some reminiscing as well. Okay, so first of all, we got death, which is the ending of one chapter, the ending of one era, if you will. So like I was saying about how this Aries full moon is about letting go of some aspect of self, that is echoed and backed up with this death card right here. And again, you have this like new beginning. It's not necessarily new. You have been working on it, but you have this thing that you're working towards that's starting to materialize in front of you. And I'm almost getting like, it's almost like tears of gratitude. Like you're welling up with mixed emotions. You know, you have sadness over the thing that's leaving, but you also have hope and excitement and gratitude for this thing that's coming in. And then we have the 10 of coins, which is all about money, material possessions, wealth, being able to share your wealth and your stability with your family and your loved ones. And then we also got the 6 of Cups, which is about reminiscing. So for some of you, I'm just going to say this, some of you may be starting a new relationship, and perhaps you've had to leave behind, you know, you had the marriage, the family, the home, and all of that is over for some reason, and you're having to move on. But as you move on, you see this very sweet exchange, right? But 6 is a number of like reminiscing. So I see you like looking back, thinking about your past, and you're looking at where you are currently. And like I said, it's mixed emotions. You do feel gratitude, but you also feel sadness for what you're leaving behind. There's a lot of hope and a lot of potential for the future, but it is definitely mixed with this sort of like bittersweet, reminiscent sadness, like a sweet sadness. And then below that, we have the Chariot in reverse, which indicates a hesitancy to move forward. The wheels are turning, the Chariot is ready to go, you know, but you're not wanting to get in and sort of like drive the reins. Does have to do with your material possessions as well. So again, I think you're just having a hard time leaving behind some aspect of your past. With that, we also have this inspiration, the Ace of Wands, which is divine inspiration, a new idea that you have that's going to, it's ace is like the number 1, it's going to bring you into a new chapter. So this is the idea, the motivation, the fire behind this thing that you're starting to see results from. But it's also in the reverse. So it's almost like, and then I'll just add, we also have the Magician, which means that you have everything that you need to make your dreams happen. It's all there. It's all right there for you. We also have a leopard in this image, which leopards are very elusive. They're extremely powerful, but they are, they're hidden, right? They're very humble. It's not like a lion where they're out there roaring all the time, you know? It's like they have this subtle, sort of hidden, immense strength and power and mysticism about them. But it is in the reverse. So again, you have everything that you need. You have this big idea, this hope, this burning desire to move forward towards your future. You have all the tools that you need. You even have a way out. Like you have the vehicle, everything is set in motion. You know where you need to go, and you're already starting to see results. However, there's something that you're having to leave behind. The potential for, you know, great wealth and great abundance is here for you, but you also in some way feel like you're leaving behind great wealth and great abundance and a wonderful chapter. And you are, I'm going to pull one more guidance. I don't want to get too stuck up on this, but I want to know a little bit more about the 10 of coins, because this is very interesting. Like I said, I'm just getting this bittersweet. Maybe it comes back to the image that I had of the vaccine. You know, it's like, this is something that you need to do for yourself for the greater good, but it's like the vaccine is like, it can't penetrate your skin because you're bracing, right? So this change is coming in. This change is all here for you. It's ready. Not only that, you've asked for it, but at this moment right now, you're bracing really hard against it because you're having a hard time letting go of the past. I will say the Chariot, the Ace of Wands, and the Magician are like dynamite cards. They are so strong, and they are so forceful, but they're all in reverse. The fact that they're in reverse doesn't negate the fact that they are present. The energies are here, you know, the inspiration's here, the way forward is here, the magic is here. But you are inhibiting it because you're processing some emotions right now. So to back that up, I got the Hierophant, which is a institution. So this could be, maybe you're graduating, maybe you were at school for a long time, you have a lot of good emotions, and now it's time to move on to the next chapter, but you're having a hard time letting go of the past. It could be something like that simple. Could also be a relationship. Like I said, the Hierophant represents societal institutions. So marriage would be an example. Higher education, school would be an example. The court system would be an example. We have this sort of like judge. Typically, I don't interpret this figure as a judge or as somebody who is overseeing or judging a situation, but in this particular reading, I do. So I think there's somebody like presiding over this change in your life, this decision, and they are upright and they've made the right decision moving forward. But here you are, the Queen of Cups, Aquarius, the water bearer, right? You're the Queen of Cups, the queen who, when she is upright, her emotions are her weapon and her strength, right? She is able to connect to the heart of anybody and persuade them using her emotions. She's able to see very clearly. She's able to connect and empathize with people. In the reverse, she's all of those qualities that are so wonderful, she's drowning in them. You know, it's like she's not able to see clearly because she's so upset. She's not able to drink from her cup because it's overflowing. So that's that feeling that I'm getting about, you know, you're leaving something very wonderful behind, and it's for a good reason, but it doesn't make you any less, you know, sad about the fact that you have to leave this behind. And we've got you reminiscing. Not only, I'm going to interpret this two ways. First of all, you do have opportunities. Somebody's going to be coming forward, offering you their hand, offering you emotion, offering you emotional support, an ear to, you know, lending an ear, lending a shoulder for you to cry on. Somebody's going to be there for you emotionally, and it's going to be really helpful in the future. In fact, they're offering you, you know, a new connection in the future moving forward, on the one hand. On the other hand, you're reminiscing about this really positive chapter in your life that you're having to leave behind. Not only is it positive, but it's stable, and you're having to leave this to move into the unknown, right? So that's scary, and you're spending time thinking back about what it was like when you first started, and you know, all of these cups, all of these emotional connections that you've made to people and places in this chapter in your life that's now ending with this Death card. Okay, so currently we've got you upside down about it. You're very emotional. And then to back that up, we have the Hierophant, which, like I said, it could be a marriage, it could be some sort of societal institution, some sort of major chapter in your life. And then we've got you currently as the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is somebody who's going through a trial. You can see he's literally hung up, right? But if you look at his face, he's almost got a smile. He's got a neutral expression on his face, and his body language is almost joyous, right? If you flipped him upside down, it would look like he was dancing. So it's somebody who's going through a trial, but he is unbothered. because he knows that he's going through, he has faith that everything he's going through is for a higher purpose. And so he's able to endure. I always get the image of like Jesus on the cross. You know, it's like he knew he was going to suffer, but he had faith that it was for a higher purpose. That is this hanged man. So it's being able to manage, you know, this limbo that you're in, and manage this difficult, trying time, because you know that it's all for a greater purpose, even though you can't see that purpose right now in this moment. Okay, so that's a lot. In your recent past, we have, again, the hanged man. So you've been sort of in this limbo state for a while. You've been in this sort of like waiting period where you're letting go of something in the past, and you're just starting to see the beginnings of this next chapter. I will say this emotion that you're going through, maybe you are waiting on like a court ruling or a ruling from your school or something of that sort. Can I have one clarity on this hanged man? But I will say that the more you resist, the more you brace against what's happening and the changes that are occurring in your life, the longer it will take, and the longer that you have to stay in this sort of like waiting limbo period. When I asked for clarity on the hanged man, I asked for clarity on the Hierophant. I got the 3 of Wands in reverse. So I think you made a change. You changed your mind on the course of your future. And now you're having to, you're either having to wait for somebody to like make a judgment because you changed your mind. Let's just say you are in school. You've gone so far and now you've changed your degree, and now you have to wait for approval, and you're sort of in this limbo state, and you're going through all the emotions that I described. It's either that, or you changed your mind about something regarding a societal institution. So like marriage, you know, maybe your career, maybe it could even be business, you know, tax, law, anything like that. But I think you changed your mind at some point, and you're reminiscing about the past. 3 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so in your recent past, we have this waiting period, right? In your present, on your mind, in your conscious mind, we have this 8 of Coins in reverse. 8 of Coins is about doing a lot of hard work. It's about all of the things I've been talking about. So all of the progress that you've made, all of the work that you had to do to build up all of these coins. You see the web here. This is a very intricate web. The spider worked really hard to make this happen. He's got all the coins stacked up. 8 is a number of infinity. So it's almost like endless like work, like all the hours, all the sweat, all the tears that you put into this thing that you're leaving behind. And you feel like, what was the point? What was it all worth? Because now I'm pivoting, going towards something else, and like, was it all for naught, is basically what you're thinking in your conscious mind, Aquarius. Can I have a guidance on this 8 of Coins, please? One guidance. The Page of Pentacles. Okay, so when I ask for guidance, so you're feeling like, what was it all for? Was it all worth it? Was all the work that I put in? Basically, this is the reason. This is what's on your mind right now. This is the reason you're having a hard time moving on, because like, yes, this thing was beautiful. This could even be the vision that you had for yourself, you know, the home, the family, the whatever. Now that you're pivoting, now that you've changed your mind, you're reminiscing on how it all began, and you're wondering, all this hard work that I put in, can, you know, this new direction that I'm going in, will it have the same potential as this thing, this vision that I had in the past, or this actual thing that I had in the past, right? This wealth, this stability. And again, there's this feeling of like welling up of emotion, like you don't want to let the tears spill. You don't want to let the tears fall. So when I asked for clarity about this feeling of, was it all worth it? You know, I've worked so hard. got the Page of Pentacles, and he is looking towards the past. So pages are a card of new beginning. They're also messengers. They are the one who runs in between. So this is your, and of Pentacles too. So this is like, you know, this is your conscious mind going back and forth, and he is looking towards the past. So you're reminiscing over, in terms of money especially, is the path that I'm choosing now going to work out for me? It's new, it's a page, it's brand new, it's unknown. You know, you're trying to like scope it out and understand what it is you're going towards and compare it to your past, because you want to make sure that your investment is worth it. But what I will say is, he is looking towards the past. So we know that you have the Magician, the Chariot, and the Ace of Wands. You have the inspiration, the way forward, and the magic to make whatever it is that you want happen. Not only that, but you've already seen results with this Three of Coins up here. You're already seeing a little bit of money come in. You're already seeing it materialize. Whatever this mountain, you know, whatever this goal is that you have for yourself. So what I will say is, by looking backwards and by comparing where you are or where you want to go with where you've been and what you think you're leaving behind, all that's going to do is stop you up, Aquarius, because in reality, when we decide to move forward somewhere, when you set the intention and you feel that excitement, now it's already done. You already have the goal. At this point, it's up to your faith in yourself and your faith in the goal, you know, to help it materialize. And by looking back, you're weakening that energy, because every time you do that, you're telling the universe, well, this is where I want to go, but it was really nice back here, and this is what I want, but I wonder if I can do it, you know. And it's you're splitting your energy between the past and the future that you want to go towards. Presently, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Makes perfect sense. We see the rainbows here. Rainbows represent all the emotions. You're feeling all of the emotions right now regarding whatever this scenario is for you. Twos are always a choice. Wands are inspiration, guidance, divine fire element, right? So motivation. So we've got two directions we can go here. You've got one thing you're motivated towards. You've got another thing you're motivated towards. You've got these two things going on, and you have to choose one of them. Right now it's in reverse, which is telling me it's stopped up. You're not sure. You're not making a decision either way. And because of that, we've got this Seven of Cups in reverse in your future. So again, it's more of this like stagnant energy. Seven of Cups is wish upon a star. Like, you can have anything that you want. There's all these cups up in the sky. Some of them are filled with terrible things. Some of them are filled with wonderful things. Which one are you going to choose? But it's in the reverse. So all these things are present in your mind, but you don't believe in a way forward to reach them or to receive them. Crossing you, which is what is challenging you at this time, we have the Daughter of Pentacles, which is your ability to receive. So again, you're not able to receive really from either way, because you can't receive from your past situation because you want this future thing, right? Because you're grieving over the loss or leaving behind of this past scenario. You can't embrace the material abundance, the money coming from this future thing quite yet, because you're still thinking about the past. So what's challenging you is this ability to receive, you know, the benefits of your work, which is exactly what's on your mind right now, bothering you. This is what, you know, this is the anxiety that's bothering you at the moment. And yes, you are thinking about money, and you're reaching out to other people, and you're asking for advice, and you're like, should I go this way? Should I go that way? What should I do? And then on your subconscious, we have the Nine of Cups, which is about happiness, you know, stability, contentment, emotional contentment. So subconsciously, this is what you're wanting, this emotional contentment. But subconsciously you're struggling to accept the financial rewards in your environment. Can I have an internal and external, please? Internal and external. Internal and external. I kind of want to know what's going on externally. Internal and external, please, for Aquarius. Queen of Pentacles and the Devil. Yeah. Okay. So we have two. I just drew two because I wanted to make sure. I wanted to double check myself. Okay. Internally, we have this Queen of Pentacles. Look, it's the autumn. It's the fall, right? It's right now. The queen is a feminine energy. So it's an energy of receiving. And she's the queen of what? Coins, money, opulence, plenty. So we have this energy of receiving abundance, receiving plenty, receiving money, wealth, material possessions, bounty, harvest, all of this. We have this energy internally. This is what is going on inside of you. We know that because we have this 10 of Pentacles up here. This energy that, you know, you want for yourself, or even maybe that you feel like you're leaving behind. This is the goal, Aquarius, this 10 of Pentacles. This is what we want. And whatever we're leaving behind is because we want to attain this. We're leaving behind something, even though, or even if it was good, because we're hoping for something better. So all of that desire, all of that desire, really, all of your wishes, your dreams are here. They're showing up. They're there. That is what is your energy at the moment. We even see that echoed with your conscious and your subconscious cards, worrying about, is all the work that you're doing going to pay off, or has it paid off? And then also wanting this emotional contentment and emotional stability. In your environment, we have the Devil. The Devil is anything that binds you, anything that ties you down, karmic connections, toxic relationships, toxic contracts, even with work or employment, a toxic boss, toxic work environment, an addiction, smoking, coffee addiction, food addiction, anything that you would like to not have in your life, but that you're unable to let go of, anything that has a hold of you and that brings, darkness into your life. And then it's echoed again here with this Page of Rods. So wanting to move forward, this desire for the future, asking people, should I go this way? Should I go that way? What should I do? Internally, and then externally, you have this, you're at a crossroads. You have this decision you can make. Do you get on the boat and do you risk it all for the potential of many more coins? Or do you stay where you are on the shore with the 2 coins that you have and you just continue to juggle them? You continue to work, you continue to stay busy, but you don't ever get more coins. You have enough, but it's not this. It's not opulent, right? So do you stay there, or do you get on this boat and take a risk in order to move forward, right? Can I have one overall challenge and one overall guidance, please? So it's pretty clear what's happening here, Aquarius. You're at a crossroads. You have a lot of feelings about it, but I will say the Chariot and the Magician and the Ace of Wands that came out right at the beginning, those are beautiful, beautiful energies. So it's all there for you. It's a process of working through your emotions in order to gain the confidence to really commit towards this vision that you have for your future. Internal challenge and overall challenge and overall guidance, please. Challenge, guidance. Okay, so the challenge is the 5 of Swords. So doubts, dealing with insecurities, either ones that you plant yourself or ones that other people you know, say to you or plant in your mind. Swords represent communication, so thoughts and words, and you see this like worm, right, is like been severed. So it's allowing thoughts and words to like break you, if you will. This is what's challenging you, these negative thoughts in your head. Your guidance is the 10 of Wands in reverse. So you can see this is a tangled web, right? This is a bramble. There's no way out of here. It's all very dark. Wands represent fire, motivation. So you see here, it's like getting to the point where you don't see any way out. You don't see any way forward. You think that it's all just hopeless and nothing good can come from your situation. That is the worst case scenario of this line of thinking that you have, right? So your advice is this in reverse, meaning find the hope, find the joy, find the potential, have the faith in your vision that this is going to turn out well. You have so many positive cards here, Aquarius. It's just that some of them are in reverse. So the energies are all here. You just need to find a way to believe in yourself a little bit more. And the way to do that, I'm going to tell you right now, is by processing your emotions. So all of these negative doubts that you have, no, you don't want to dwell on them, but you need to allow them to bubble up so that you can look at them and go, you know, maybe you have one that says like, you know, worthiness is a big one, right? So maybe you have one that says like, I always mess things up, or people, I'm a burden to people when I follow my passions or something. And so you need to write that down and then look at it, take an actual look at it and go, is that true? Do people really, am I really a burden to people? I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty self-sufficient. I take care of myself. I add joy to people's lives. I don't think that's true. And then you can play the other end of it with your brain and go, okay, even if it was true, what would that mean? So it kind of helps you look at how absurd some of these beliefs that you have of yourself are. And then like the point where you go, even if it was true. So let's just say, even if it was true that you annoy everybody, right? Or that, other people find your ambition a burden, or other people find your quirkiness or your uniqueness a burden. Even if that was true, let's look at it logically. Is that your problem, number one? No, sure as heck isn't. Is it your responsibility, number two? Is it your responsibility how other people feel? No. Number three, is it even possibly remotely true? Could it even possibly be remotely true that your uniqueness, how you show up, when you're not hurting anybody, you're not even directly interacting with anybody, that could be a burden upon them? It can't even possibly be true, right? So that was just a brief example of the work that we can do in a healing session to find these beliefs and then challenge them in a way that helps you to see. And then there's things that we can do, bilateral stimulation with the body, in order to ground that this new belief or this new realization into the present moment, so that you can build the neural connection to link it to the past belief, to your experience right now that we're having, seeing that belief isn't true, and then linking it with the present moment and positive emotions. So we can basically override and rewrite these negative patterns that exist, you know, in the mind and in the body. The other thing we can do is find where it is in the body and release it. And like I said, create new neural connections. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, if you'd like help in doing that in some area, let me know that you want to be, you know, part of the trial, and we'll get you a free session, and we'll go from there. We'll work on it. Okay, so then we got starfish. So I just want to take a second. This is your overall guidance, your animal totem. If you see this animal, if you have an affinity towards this animal, if it comes up in the, you know, next couple weeks, this is something that Spirit is trying to, you know, bring to your attention to help you remember the message here. to have clarity, and don't let those negative thoughts get the best of you. Okay, I love this deck. All right. So obviously starfish is a water animal, having to do with emotions. So we have beautiful, alluring, superficial, or shallow. The starfish is a natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is these creatures have been reliant on how they look and what others think of them for so long that they may have forgotten their deeper calling. When this card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I put aside to please others? Okay, Aquarius, so what are you putting aside in order to try to appease others, or in order to try to, like, why are you putting aside this goal that you have in the future? What are your fears of what's going to happen if you follow your dream and you actually go after it? And then I just pulled one more clarity just for the heck of it. We got the Two of Swords, which is exactly this energy. It's the same as the Two of Wands here. You have to make a choice one way or another. You have two ways you can go. Swords are weapons of self-defense, but they can also be dangerous, right? And she can't see clearly. Swords represent communication, so thoughts and ideas. You have these two conflicting thoughts, two conflicting ideas that you have. You're going to other people for advice, like I said, continually getting more and more conflicting information with these two pages. Because why? Because you don't trust your own vision. You don't trust your own desires for the future. So you're trying to get confirmation from other people. You're allowing other people to sway your decision, Aquarius. So you can see she's wearing a blindfold here. So she's not able to see clearly, obviously, with the blindfold. What does she have to do? She has to make a choice. She has to put down one of these swords in order to be able to reach up and take that blindfold off and see clearly. So it's like when you're tied between two options. It's like the same feeling I got with the Four of Cups, right? You can't see clearly. You can't think clearly because you have so much emotion. You're tied between these two visions of yourself, these two desires that you have. And so much of your energy is going towards how you feel about it and all this emotion that you have, that you're not able to focus on either one. And what it's doing is diluting your energy and then bringing up doubts like this one, which is like, is everything I've worked towards going to pay off, Well, of course it's going to pay off. If you believe in it, it's already starting to pay off. We already have it right here. So I see a lot of change, Aquarius. I see you going through a lot of emotions at this time, but the potential is there. You have the potential for something new. Whatever this new idea is, it's there. It's in your awareness. You've even started to manifest it. It's just you're putting a lot of weight on what other people think and what other people have to say about your own choices, your own decision moving forward. Like I said, maybe you are waiting on a court ruling with this Hierophant, or waiting on someone else to give you the go-ahead, but my advice would be to rely on yourself. Find that connection with the divine and trust that the visions you've been given for the future are there for a reason, and it's the direction that you need to go in. And stop doubting yourself and move forward, and you'll be very happily surprised with how things start to fall into place to support you, because it's all here. Like I said, we have the Chariot, we have the Magician, we have the Ten of Coins. It's just stopped up at the moment because you have to believe in it in order for it to be able to come in order for you to be able to receive, okay? All right, so I love you guys so much. If you found value in this reading, please do like, share, subscribe. Please check out, I posted a zodiac wheel reading on my channel. It gives you an idea of what a personal session would be like. It's super in-depth. you can pull up your birth chart and it will give you a lot of information about what's going on right now in each major area of life. So check that out. That's on my channel. I just posted that recently. Please also check me out on my socials. I'm starting to put out more content. I do a little mini reading and meditations, different things. There's some cool stuff going on there. So check that out as well. And I love you guys. I will see you in November.